Hey YouTube, coming at you with a viewer submitted, actually member submitted battle from Klexky, who has submitted multiple times, and that is the benefit of the membership. I will always showcase members' battles. So thanks as always. I learned it is bird hunting season. I came prepared. Want to see if CHARJABUG has now more play. To be honest, I think so, but some matchups are still very difficult. I think it is overkill, and I would either replace Bug or Mandy, as the double weakness is a bit much, bit too much. As the double weakness is a bit too much. Double weakness to what? Most likely Mandy, to be honest, and put in a more safe min with more pressure, as I am tanky enough. Okay, so you are tanky enough. Diggersby, CHARJABUG, Mandibuzz, all very tanky. I'm trying to think of like what your problems. Oh, maybe you're thinking like maybe like a. Well, I was gonna say Morpeko, but you have X's or for Morpeko, and then you have Diggersby. So like it seems like off the bat fairly balanced teams. You are double weak to ice. I do see that. Like your Diggersby and Mandibuzz are weak to ice. Yeah. So I guess a Mudboy is a little. Not that you don't have play against Mudboys, but it's probably just a little trickier, with like weak to water in the front, electric resisted here, and then like you're okay with Mandibuzz. So let's take a look at the battles. My video kind of stuttered there. Hopefully, yeah. That's why audio is nice. Okay, Diggersby against Talonflame is tough. Just going straight to Scorching Sands. I think the reason is, one, you don't really have a good safe swap on this team, CHARJABUG and Mandibuzz. And, I mean, CHARJABUG does hit super effective with Volt Switch, but you're also taking super effective Incinerates. Brave Bird is launched, so they'll probably get out here. And right into a rollout user. So, fine staying in. Oh, double weak to Rock in the back. There's our weakness. So double weak to Rock, so kind of just need to play at least chip there. You can come either or. You're both weak to Rock. So it's now just team reading at this point, which I think. Oh, it's foul play, not. Sorry, it's foul play. So I'll change that while this plays on. So when I see a Talonflame on the front, weak to Rock and weak to Water, you got to think they have a Rock Water in the answer in the back, right? Which to me, that screams like a Grass Pokemon. So I guess both of your Pokemon deal with Grass, right? Electric, as the Bug resists Grass here, and but I think I would have maybe saved Mandibuzz if it's truly a Grass. Yeah, so that's it. Again, these are the types of things that you need to be reading very, very quickly if you are a Pokemon Go player. Talonflame front, and we saw mid-game, we saw a Dunsparce, which is an obvious safe swap. So what answers Rock and Water in the back? That is Grass. So easy read there. Now, CHARJABUG is a bug, so it resists the Grass and also has super effective X-Scissors, so you are fine. It's not like that was it's not like you can't align with that, but yeah, I probably would have aligned with the Flyer, but it's up to you. Okay, Wigglytuff is fine. Like, that's the thing with Diggersby. Like, Diggersby doesn't have, like, a ton of brutal matchups. That's what makes it so safe. Like, your worst matchup is going to be something like a Driftblim that resists a quick attack and resists Scorching Sands, and you can only throw non-staff fire punches. But in most neutral situations, Diggersby is pretty safe. So, getting off the Scorching Sands here, going to grab a shield. They want to take Switch. Just going to come eat it on the CHARJABUG. That makes sense because you are a Dark in the back. So, gonna let this go. Yeah, Swift chips, and there is your first ground. So, I'm guessing. Well, I don't want to say anything yet. So, I was trying to read the team already, but Marowak's an interesting one because it is so spammy and has enough coverage that it could be like a lot of different things in the back. So, they've already grabbed one shield from you. You can live a Rock Slide, but going to shield. Assuming that if you get chipped there, and then potential charms are going to chip you even more. So willing to burn the shield, and they end up shielding just to get sniped here with the X Scissor. So that'll take them out. What's in the back? It is a Corsola. Corsola as a ghost resists bugs, so we have to go discharge here. So for those of you who do, like, I've got the numbers up here. I'm not putting any more numbers on the screen, but for those of you who do not know, the better damage per energy move is X Scissor. So as long as it's not resisted, if both moves are neutral, you're throwing X Scissor. But if one's resisted and the other one's not, throw the discharge. So getting the foul play off. Foul play not enough to take out here. Wow. If you only had Dark Pulse, maybe you would have won that one. Okay. Feraligatr. Feraligatr is an interesting one because the claws are resisted, but the Hydro is super effective. They're going to CMP here. Yeah, so that's them actually knowing some counts here. They're going for the CMP. You'll live because you're Diggersby. Now, they obviously cannot farm you down because you are normal typing. Now they're probably going to throw before the Fire Punch. Yeah, they're smart. Like, they know the counts. They know that you can just go Fire Punch now. And they catch on a Corviknight, which is not an amazing catch. But let's Fire Punch here. And then instant swap right into the bird answer. Now, you don't need to be worried about these. As you saw, might be on the hype the other day. These chip, like the moves do hurt, but they're never going to one-shot. So going for the resisted, very resisted X Scissor, and grabbing a shield, which is a crazy play. Because now, what are they going to do? Use 2? No. And what are you doing? So X Scissor is double resisted because it is resisted on the steel and the flying. And luckily for you, it is a superior in the back, which is fantastic. So they will only throw neutral aerial aces, non-stab, while you throw super effective aerial aces with stab, which means they are not coming back from that one. So speaking about one of your hardest answers, Driftman lead, instant swap into Charjabug. Yeah, I think this is your safe swap. And they still not out of move. So yeah, getting the discharge off, gonna grab a shield, burning that switch clock a little bit. Maybe they're trying to fast move time properly, right? Just letting you get it off first and then going a 3 versus 4 turn move here. But now you can just still take this here. And if you want, you can just out. What do they have in the back that they're not getting out of a matchup against an electric Pokemon with a flyer? But not worth the second shield. Just gonna let this go. Gonna come in and try to resisted quick attack down. Astonish is resisted, but now you have a super effective Icy Wind coming your way. As opposed to, again, this is why it's a bad matchup for, well, there's one in water, so there's one reason that they didn't want to come in with their safe swap, because Feraligatr does not have a matchup against Charjabug. So what is the other one that doesn't have? Is it a flyer? Is it, what is in the back that does not? No, we've already seen a flyer. What else did not want to see the Charjabug that they stayed in with the Drift Blim? They do get off the Ice Beam, so they dumped energy. I was about to say, yeah, they're going to just throw the Hydro for chip. They're not going to, whoa, and they still get to the Ice Beam. So commit to the farm down there. I don't know if we wanted to take that Ice Beam. Probably would have been better to dump the energy and just take it out, but they tried to catch really heads up on not throwing right away. And it is a fighter. Okay, fighter makes sense because bug resists fighting. Man, I mean, I know Mandibuzz is so so defensive heavy, not attack heavy, and Aerial Ace is still a bad move, but doing absolutely nothing with those moves, coming and trying quick attack down. I mean, Rage Fist is resisted, so they have to throw close combat. And now hoping for their Snarl down here before they get you. That was close. That was close. I can't believe 2 did not take out. That's brutal. Okay. Talonflame again, right? So Mandibuzz is not a good safe swap. You'd be taking super effective on the Charjabug, so just going to stay in here and try and play this out. Seeing how much you can like chip. If they don't have Brave Bird, they need to throw 2 flies. So there's one. They need to throw another one. Just going for the Fire Punch, assuming that they're going to get to a move here and you just want to try and chip. Very resisted non-stab Fire Punch. So they'll get to a move here. And now do you come try and Snarl down, or you just try and Volt Switch down and take the Incinerate here? Yeah, take the Incinerate and the Fly. That's rough. So we're going to shield up the Fly. So that's not ideal. And it is a rock. Again, Dunsparce. So again, we're probably looking at... The good news is we're probably still looking at something like a Grass in the back if we were looking at a balanced team here. But Dunsparce is pretty tanky, and it's got rock moves for both your Pokemon. So this is kind of a tough situation. And they're at another move already, so you don't even get the move off. This is rough. And now you go down. Yeah, that's the top left. That is a top left. So obviously, Charjabug is brutal for this team. Talonflame is brutal for this team. So yeah, maybe you want to switch one of your two back Pokemon. And you have enough bulk, right? Yeah, so you can go for Alligator or something like that instead of Mandibuzz if you want an answer to Talonflame while still doing okay in a swap there. Just going straight Fire Punch on Dragonite. It is pretty glossy, but still getting out and just taking the Dragon Claw. So much damage. Eventually comes Sand Slash. Gotta go Discharge because X-Scissor is resisted on the Steel. So they will get a move off, take you out. No, you were going to shield because you're kind of going through the same scenario. Well, you have Fire Punch. And now going for a bait. I don't know about this bait. Because even borderline Discharge is almost not a KO'er. Okay, you do get the shield, which is nice. But still, you don't even get to move. That's risky. Your double weak, here comes your double weak to ice. Instead of coming in with resisted quick attack, which you can do a Fire Punch, which is double super effective, coming in with the Mandibuzz just to take 2 moves here. No, gonna shield up 1, burn that shield. Going for the bait here. I mean, they know you have Diggersby and this, so maybe they'll shield, but yeah, it's still pretty risky. Yeah, you bait too much. Are you sure? So, you support me so much that you're a member, but you bait this much? Come on. What are we doing here? Okay. This hopefully just a Dragon Claw, or else this game is really over. It is superpower goodbye. This is an Azumarill top left. Yeah. So I think you need to switch up the team, and I also need to think you need to... I don't know why you're baiting so much, especially in some of these situations where the read should not be a bait. I'll talk about baiting a bit more in a bit at the back here. After we cover the battle. Yeah, Dan Talk will be baiting about my thought process and stuff like that. And like, again, I don't, there's sometimes I bait, but there's got to be a specific scenario for it to actually make sense. And some of those scenarios that you pulled off there did not make sense. Okay, farming up a bit and then coming in here. Please no Hyper Beam. If they have a Hyper Beam, so be it. That's just unlucky. But if not, you are in a good spot because Fire Punch is the only thing they can throw. Scorching Sands is resisted. So you did let them get a lot of energy. And Quick Attack is neutral. So they can spam neutral Quick Attacks and neutral Fire Punches. It's just non-stab Fire Punches, right? So here comes another one. Looks like they're just going to play this matchup out, not wanting to give up Switch. So getting off the foul play. Dark Pulse is also the recommended moveset. I've mentioned many times how, like, because 2 Dark Pulses easily takes us out there from this range, but now you need like a aggressive Snarl down. I would go Dark Pulse. I think that it is significantly better on this Pokemon. And now you so much so that the foul plays didn't take out, and Snarl's not going to take out, that you need to now come in here and take energy on this Pokemon while saving that. And Corviknight. So at least you're hunting Corviknight. So here it is. And now Fire Punches and Charjabug and resisting the Sand Attack on Mandibuzz. So there's your second one. Can you get to a third? Yes. Okay. Smart counting. Jeez. Do all these people count, or are they just kind of lucky in the feel? So coming in here, Sand Attack is neutral because you're half electric. Just going to come into the farm down. Again, Sky Attack would hurt and you're already pretty low. So yeah, let's just shield this up. Spammy Drapion. So this is tough because there's one shield, but oh, they try to catch. You are okay. Baiting, shame on you. But anticipating catches, fantastic. You've constantly Like I think that was like the maybe third time that you were aware that a catch was coming and just like held it back, and can now just come in and snipe. So this will take out. Quagsire. I mean, Octails are super effective. Their Shadow. Diggersby, I assume it'll only take 2. But yeah, I was about to say maybe, yeah, 2 plus some mud shots. Diggersby's just so tanky. So even with the Shadow over here, although the mud shots are adding up, so this, if it doesn't take you out, it's like 1 or 2 mud shots away. So it does not take you out. 2 mud shots. Man, look at that. I'm so good at this. Okay, sorry, Clodsire. Again, this is where I wish we had Dark Pulse, because now this is like minimum 3 foul plays, maybe 4. So they only have Sludge Bomb, which is nice. Don't need to worry about that Stone Edge. Getting off the second foul play. And we're glad we're seeing it here. But yeah, again, I don't think a third foul play even takes out from this range. Dark Pulse, in terms of damage per energy and raw damage, is so much better than foul play. And you're so bulky, and now you have like a quick aerial ace because the energy was lowered. That's why the recommended moveset is now Dark Pulse. So just an FYI for future, because now you would need a 4th foul play or a 4th move going for the aerial ace here. But a 4th move where 3 Dark Pulses would have definitely taken out here. It is a Tentacruel in the back, so that is unlucky for them. Now you only have 1 shield, so if they can get to a couple Scalds here and burn some shields, it's not the worst case for them. So they burned 1 shield with the Scald there. Get the first X Scissor off. Here comes the next one. If they have Stone Edge, that is what they're trying to get to. Can we catch? Can we get out of here? No, we're still locked. Stone Edge would probably take us out. Yeah, that 1-shots. Now, that's just going to be an Aqua Tail, but you're so low that you're probably going to be taken out here. Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. Okay, Morpeko, great lead for Alligator. Coming in Charjabug. A little slow. Again, these hydros will add up, and because you're slow enough. Yeah, losing CMP here. But you did shield 1, so this will not take you out. But gonna commit the double shield. I mean, we know we have a Morpeko lead. We really want to keep alignment there on the Diggersby. Like, we need alignment there on the Diggersby. Going to undercharge worked out perfectly, because now we have some energy. If Morpeko comes back in, it's getting 1 shot. Fairthorn. Well, at least we have alignment here. And this will chip. This is neutral, right? So, got some chip there. Here comes a little more. So, this will put it in the yellow. Power Whip resisted. If they have like Flash Cannon, maybe. But no, even Flash Cannon is resisted, is it not? Yeah, Power Whip resisted. They come Morpeko. This is super effective. So, they'll likely shield, and then I would instant swap Diggersby, which you do. Now, again, I don't think a bait is worth it here, because you're basically going to get to 2 Scorching Sands anyways, and you're even with a bait, you're not going to outpace here. They're still going to get to a move. So, if you live the move, which I think you would, they're not going to Thundershock you down because you're double resisting that. And you still would have got to the Scorching Sands anyways. So you still would have got to this move. So I think like your only lose con there is if they like... I mean, it's not a lose con because you just got this killed in the back. Even with a Thunder, it's not going to do much here. I think like you potentially put yourself at a really tricky situation where if you bait there and they call that bait, you now give them like a potential win con there. So baiting, let's talk about it because I didn't like a lot of those baits. And I'll put my, I'm supposed to say, for those of you who are long-term members here or subscribers, you know I say never bait, which is not true because I bait sometimes because there's times you need to bait. I don't think a lot of times you did. Were the times you need to. Okay, when do you need to bait? There are scenarios where baiting is the easiest thing in the world. Baiting is the easiest thing in the world when your opponent has 1 Pokemon left and 2 shields. They are likely to just shield up anything because they can't really take much damage. So there's that. That's an easy bait. Other times I bait is if my win con is, if that's necessary. Like I need to bait a Fire Punch on something because I need to land the Scorching Sands to win, and I'm not going to get to 2 moves here. I can't go double Scorching Sands because I can't get to the energy. They're going to take me out. So I need to go Fire Punch and then land the Scorching Sands. That's a scenario that I would bait. Scenarios that I would not bait in. My theory is always grab a shield or do some damage. Shield, times where it's not worth the bait, in my opinion. Like that A/ matchup. They are steel, which resists the X Scissor. Discharge is only 1 extra on the second and 1 extra on the fourth. So the amount, the potential, it's just that for me in my head, it's a like an equation. What is, if I bait, what am I gaining? I'm gaining 1 4-turn move on the second and 1 4-turn move on the fourth. What am I losing if they call this bait? Well, instead of taking them out, now the resisted move does nothing. They stay in. They get another move off. They still have the shield. Like, and for me, the adding an extra volt switch saved on like the second and fourth move does not outweigh all the negatives. There's too many negatives in that scenario to bait. So it's like, yay, I saved 1 turn of move. But it's like, no, they didn't shield, and now I have a resisted move, and now they get a full damage move off. So I don't take them out. They're alive. They grab 60 more damage on me with their punch. Like, for me, that some of those scenarios just don't make sense. So for those scenarios, I would not bait. But again, that's just me. That's my thought process. I want to just give that out because, again, there's some baits I saw. I was like, I don't know if that's the right play. But that's just my thought process. You can have your own thought process. So let me know in the comments below your thought process on this. Is this 36? Oh, I guess let's say. I guess I haven't updated foul play either. That's why they looked okay. Sorry. This is just my with the new setup. I have all not all the moves, but I've got a lot of the moves just saved, so I could just like copy them in. And with this new setup, I switched the font down to 32 from 36. But moves I have not used in a while, I have not done that, so I had not moved it down on Snarl yet. Anyways, yeah. Thanks for submitting. Thanks for the support. We'll keep the Great League going. I've already got. Let's see here. This will go up. When's this going to go up? Tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow morning? Yeah, we'll put this up in the morning. And we'll switch this one to the afternoon. So we got 4 down here. We got an Azumarill team from earlier coming this afternoon. We had on the Hype yesterday, plus another one. Yeah, so please submit more battles. Link in the description. Great League, preferably. Again, stuff there. I tried to make it very clear in the headings, like, do not upload to YouTube. Give me minimum 8 battles. I think like I asked like 8 to 10 battles. Like if you do one of those 2 things, like upload to YouTube or to give me like 5 battles, it's just like it's an instant delete. So anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next one.